Okay, Renekton has been revealed, so let's watch his video for it. Raids the desert. Buried sun disc. We saw this yesterday. Renekton overwhelm when I challenge an enemy. Give me plus 2-1 this round. So it looks like it's like a vulnerable and give plus 2-0. Pretty solid tempo-wise there. Nice. Wayfinder. So, given the vulnerable again. Quick stand burst. Give an enemy -4/0 and disable their keywords. Ooh. Poor Victor. Still get the stats. The health is still there at 3 health, or 3. Like, it is the worst hush, but not the keywords. Steam. When I'm summoned, advance your buried disc. Was it by 2? And that's... Oh, that's a sweet animation. Attack deal 2 to the Nexus. Wow, that ascended is crazy. Oh, and to creatures. Dang. That's pretty cool finisher. Alright, let's go take a look at the cards. Also, you should totally follow me on Twitter if you don't already. So here he is, Renekton overwhelm when I challenge an enemy. No, let's just go. Oh, alright, fine. We won't spoil quite yet. Okay, when I challenge an enemy, give me plus 2-1 this round. It's a 4 cost, and then you've dealt 12 damage to level up, and this is where he becomes the 5/5, and he levels up again to his ascended form when he's seen the restored sun disc. Interesting. So this is a 4-mana 5/5 with overwhelm. It's kind of Shyvana-y though, but it does have oh, it's when I challenge. You have to give it challenge. It does have overwhelm though. I mean, Renekton definitely seems like a better Shyvana, although this is I've dealt 12 damage. It's not I've seen 12 damage dealt by like other ascended. So it seems like it might be a little bit hard to get going. That's hard to say. I feel like it's going to be hard to get going, unfortunately, just because dealing 12 damage, I mean, getting 3 attacks in at 4 health, going to be pretty hard, even with the challenger, which you have to give challenger, but we do have this. Let's just say, give an ally plus 2-0 and an enemy vulnerable this round, create Renekton in your deck. Okay, so, Ruthless Predator. That definitely helps. You'll need stuff like that, giving vulnerable, so Renekton can actually have a chance at leveling up. And then it's the same thing, but without Renekton. Ooh, 1 mana 3/1. Bloodthirsty Marauder. I mean, 1-drops are always pretty good. 2/1s are good as a 1-drop. This doesn't have any keywords on it, but a 3/1, not bad to have. I don't even know how to say that word. Bakai Sand Spinner. Play, grant an enemy -1/0 invulnerable. So let's just go with Renekton, I assume. 4 mana 5/3. 3 health is a bit low. You want 4 health a lot of the time just because a lot of things die at 3 health. If you can get the play effect worthwhile, I guess it makes sense. I'm not sure. It seems a little bit slow at 4 mana. Raise Bloodmane. Fearsome. 7 mana 6/6. Give enemies -2/0 this round. Ooh. So it's kind of like the Fearsome Fish, the Terror of the Tides. Interesting. Exhaust. Give an enemy -2/0 and vulnerable this round. Okay, so that makes a little... Oh, it has a keyword called focus on it. Can we cover that? Oh, we don't know what that does yet. Interesting. I have no clue what to say about that. Quicksand. Talked about this card a little bit during it. Excluding any negative keywords. Oh, so it doesn't take away ephemeral. I assume that's what they mean by negative. They really probably should have something that you could hover over to see what the negative keywords are. That would be helpful. Because some cases ephemeral might be good for the opponent. Right of Dominance. Kill an ally or destroy one of your mana gems to give all enemies -2/0 this round. Or destroy one of your mana gems. Huh. I don't really see that being that good, but you'd have to like grant them vulnerable or something too. Like that's... I don't know. I don't see a bunch of fearsomes in here either, so like And maybe like a spider, and this like gets tossed into like a spider fearsome aggro. I don't think that's the case. I think 4 mana is too slow for that. It's just not that powerful of an effect for 4 mana and killing off one of your own things. Unworthy, slow. Give an enemy follower -4/0 this round. If you have fewer mana gems than your opponent, kill it instead. Ooh. So it's an anti-ramp card. Wow. That's for 2 mana. That's interesting. It's slow though, -4/0 most of the time. So probably a bit too slow. Dominus Destruction skill, deal 2 to enemies and the enemy nexus. That's the skill of Renekton Ascended. Obviously that's very good if you can get them to that point. And then after that, I believe these are the other cards. I didn't go over them, so I'll go over them now. We had the Dustin Poro round start. If you leveled up a champion, transform me into Exalted Poro, which is this guy right here. I have 3 random keywords, pretty sweet. We had the Buried Sun Disc, and start of the game, draw 1 of me if you have all Shuriman cards. So this is kind of a mono Shuriman type of list. And then Countdown 25, restore the Sun Disc. It is a 1 mana landmark, so I mean, it will have plenty of time to remove this thing, I assume, unless, I mean, it probably isn't going to be as countdown heavy as, like, tosses, where toss, like, Maokai could level up at 7. I doubt we see that with the Sun Disc, but you can't really say for sure. When Ascended Ally levels up, advance me 10 rounds. And then restored Sun Disc, immediately draw one of all your Ascendants, which is pretty crazy. For the rest of the game, your level 2 Ascendants are at level 3. Pretty good. There is now the Esteemed. When I'm summoned, advance my Buried Sun Disc 2 rounds. That was in our last video. It's a 3 mana 3/4, good stats. I mean, if you're running a Sun Disc deck, you will be running this card. And then Devoted Council, round start. If you've leveled a champion, heal your champions and Nexus by 2. I have no idea how I feel about this card. To me, it doesn't seem like it would be very good because it relies on you having to have really well-statted units that are able to block, and then heal has to be worth it. 3 mana 1/6 just seems like the stats are going to be hard to do that, but it could surprise me depending on what kind of support those kind of cards get. Golden Ambassador, Allegiance, draw a champion, and grant a +2/2. That card is just nuts. Being able to tutor a champion and give it stats as a 4 mana 3/2. The fact that it's not a 4 mana 2/2, a 4 mana 3/2, so the 3 attack, I think, does make a pretty big difference. So that card seems like one of the best cards we've seen so far, I feel like. Of course, it depends on the champions as well. And then Voice of the Risen. If you've leveled a champion, allies have 2/0. Pretty interesting card, okay stats. You know, the 4 health helps it out a lot. It's hard to say there's going to be other things that will work well with that or not until we see it. And then Ascended Rise, slow, level up all level 1 Ascended allies, which is, we will have to see if there's more support for this, where a card like that is worth running, as 7 mana is very expensive and very slow. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.